Hi, Steve. I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Great, great. Well, I know I've got a few questions I'd like to be able to ask you, and be really grateful if you can respond to those, because I'm sure our listeners out there would be very interested in the responses to these questions. When did you begin your internet marketing journey, and how was it, and how's it been for you?
Well, Steve, I actually began internet marketing back in May of 2010. So I've been doing it a little bit over a year.
Wow.
And,
Okay.
I quit my full-time job, which is something I don't recommend to people to do. But I'm not one of these people that kind of live by conventional wisdom, if you like. So I decided I wanted to focus on something, and I wanted to become an internet marketer. So
Okay.
I quit my job. I had some savings to live on, and I basically spent most of my time, the early days, just going round and round like a headless chicken, which is, I think, what a lot of people do when they come into internet marketing. They're not always sure what to do, where to go, how to do it. And there's so much information out there. It's like information overload every single day.
Sure, sure, sure. And what areas do you specialize in, Keith? What are your specialities right now?
Well, I started off specializing in blogging. I focused on blogging first of all until I got fairly competent with it.
Hmm.
And then I learned how to drive traffic to the blog. And then I learned how to monetize that traffic through affiliate marketing.
Okay.
And, sales started slowly at first. I mean, it took me over 5 months before I made a penny from internet marketing. I didn't make a penny for the first 5 months.
Wow.
I know. I was sitting there every day, basically looking at my ClickBank account, and I don't recommend people do this because it can be quite soul destroying to keep seeing those zero figures day in and day out. But if you persevere and you focus on one thing at a time, and like I did, I focused on blogging to start with. I learned that. Then I learned how to drive traffic to it. Obviously, I've been writing content. And then I learned how to monetize that traffic, which was through affiliate marketing. And that's the vehicle that's worked well for me in the
Brilliant.
past.
Brilliant. So now is it a situation whereby you actually help people perfect their skills at doing what you've learnt for so long now? Is that something you extend to people, that facility?
Yeah, I do. I do a one-to-one Skype coaching program. That's on askthetipster.com/coaching.
Fine.
And basically what I do is when people come into internet marketing, sometimes all they need is just someone to talk to and someone to go through their problems, look at what they're doing, and help them and tell them what to do next.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
this is what seems to be a little bit lacking out there on the internet. I mean, it's great joining a membership site. It's great getting that knowledge because we all need knowledge to develop those skills. But sometimes we just need a person to speak to us on a one-to-one basis and to help us grow that business. And the problem is people are so prepared to spend lots and lots of money on shiny objects, products that they don't even know if they're going to need it or not.
Mm.
And rather than that, come and spend a smaller amount of money and chat on a one-to-one Skype call, and hopefully I can help you.
It really is a craft and art to be able to know the right combination of things to do to be able to promote one's business in internet marketing. It really is a big combination lock to find the right keys, to find the right content and keywords, and possibly a wee bit of coding to go with it. I'm sure it's a minefield, to start with. I don't know where I'd even begin to start if I was in that particular type of business. Are people able to access free content from your website, Keith? Can they get free content from your website?
Yeah, Steve, everything I've done really in the last year has been free. I mean, it's only fairly recently that I've opened up the coaching program,
Hmm.
um, and I've actually just developed my first product, just sold my first product.
Wow.
Um, but yeah, everything that's been on the blog, Before it was AskTheTipster.com, it was Keith'sMoneyMakingTips.com. So I've been doing this for a year, and 95% of all the things I do is free. Right. So there's a great resource there on the blog, for people to come back, and I'm always updating that blog with new information, and it's useful to people who are not just beginners, but people who have been in internet marketing a while, and there's lots of information for them as well.
Brilliant. Well, that's super. And very lastly, just to wrap things up, where do you see yourself in 2 years' time? How do you think things are going to pan out for you now?
A beach house in Florida, Steve.
A beach. You know what? That would be the most fantastic place to be. And I also have to say that I think you'd probably be able to pick one up quite reasonable these days.
Well, no, seriously. I mean, I would personally like to develop myself as a speaker on the world internet marketing stage, and
sure.
be able to help a far wider audience. I mean, I love speaking, but currently I just do that on video. So yeah, I would like to be internationally known, and be internationally known as providing value. That would be brilliant.
Sure. Well, Keith, I hope we can sort of push you along a little bit, even as far as this interview. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would really like to connect with you. It's great that they've heard your voice. You're transparent in terms of being able to come over with some really honest opinions there. And I'd like to ask the listeners out there to hook up to AskTheTipster.com as soon as you feel like you need Keith's help, which I'm sure he'd be delighted to give you. And Keith, thank you very much for chatting with me today. Thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome, Steve.